To insert a text input box, we need to go to the Insert Stimuli tab at the top and drop down about halfway to Text Input. And these text input boxes are great for open-ended questions that require the user to write a little bit of text or to provide an open-ended answer to a question. So once we've positioned it and sized it as we desire, we can go over to the Properties tab and manipulate the behavior of this text box. So this multi-line input basically allows this text input area to have multiple lines of text. You can make it a single line or multiple line. Multiple line is better, and it's by default set that way. We can also enable it to trigger the next trial once the text box has been used. So from the participant's point of view, once the user has finished their answer and pressed enter, then this will trigger the next trial to begin. On the data side, we can require that the user answers this question. For example, if you have a very important question that's open-ended and you need a response from this participant, you can make this question mandatory in order for them to proceed to the next question, to finish the experiment, and to eventually get paid. So this can be a very useful feature. And we can also recapture the response time to the milliseconds just by clicking that capture button right there. And we can also enable the minimum and maximum characters for this text box. So for example, if you wanted to crowdsource different ideas for tweets, we can make this 144 characters, and that will limit the text box to a tweet size. Or we can make it very, very large and allow people to write paragraphs or essays if that's what you are looking for. And the other couple features that are remaining is this time display. And what time display allows is to only show this text box or this text input area after a certain amount of time. So let's just say, for argument's sake, let's just say 2 seconds. For 2 seconds, we're going to for 2 seconds, this text input area will not display. And then at the 2-second mark, it'll display, and it'll display there indefinitely. And the reason it will stay indefinitely is because I'm going to leave this hide after function blank. So I'm not going to hide the text input area anytime after the 2 seconds. So this is essentially text inputs. I have to add a button just to not confuse the software from looping itself. But let's take a look at, from the participant's point of view, what it looks like. So for 2 seconds, it was blank, and now it appeared, and it will stay like this indefinitely. But I can, write a little phrase like I am giving a demo of text input areas. Great. Let's hit next, and it'll capture my data. So this is the name of the variable that it was by default. This was the text that I inputted, and it took me 17.2 seconds to respond. And that is text input areas.